Warning. If you're a USC fan and you get offended easily and you get your feelings hurt, you might ought to turn this video off. If adult language offends you, you should damn sure turn this video off. If you're a Texas fan, we already know your feelings are hurt. So, today, Oklahoma had a bye week this weekend. And I thought, man, there ain't really, bye weeks suck. Let's be honest. Bye weeks suck. I hate it. I love it more after a huge win, like a big win against Texas or, something like that, right? But when you got this little enemy out west, the bitch out west is what they call him. I call him Stinking Lincoln, or I call him Wormy Boy. I think he's a fucking worm, to be honest with you. But, and he ain't loyal to nobody, I'll promise you that. He goes out there, and what do we keep hearing? Same shit we heard at Oklahoma. Guys, we're really close, We're agonizingly close. This is the kind of thing we would hear all the time. The difference between winning and losing is such a, the margin of error is just so small, and da-da-da. Yeah, that's true. That's true. However, you've been doing the same shit, dude, for 7 years. And on top of that, you get a little bit worse each year. 2017, you win your conference title. You make it to the playoffs. You lose in the first round by one score. 2018 with Kyler Murray, you win the conference title. You make it to the playoffs. You lose to Alabama in the first round of the playoffs by, I think it was 2 scores, maybe 11 points, 10 points. Okay? Third year with Jalen Hurts. You win the Big 12 championship. You make it to the playoffs. You lose in the first round, but this time you get smoked in the playoffs. 2020, COVID year. We lose 2 games in a row, blown leads. Does that sound familiar, USC fans? We had 2-score leads. If I'm not mistaken, I'll have to go back and rewatch the video. This is just off memory. But in 2020, we had a 2-score lead against Kansas State. Lost it. We had a 2-score lead against Iowa State. Lost that game too. And we had a decent little lead on Texas and was getting ready to blow 3 fucking leads in a row that year. And thank God we got somehow, I think it was like 4 overtimes or some shit. We ended up pulling out the game. And then 2021, that season was a little bit of that was the year we almost got beat by that Tulane team, which this was not the Tulane team that went to the Cotton Bowl or whatever. This was a Tulane team that had won like a few games, maybe 3 games or some shit. I can't remember. And we're at home playing them. And same deal. We had a pretty comfortable lead in that game. If I remember right, I want to say we were winning by maybe it may have been like 37-14 or something like that. Ended up being a dogfight at the end, dude. We win at like 40 to 35 or something. It was a weird kind of score like that. I want to say 40 to 35 or 45 to 40. We won it by like 5 points, I think. Anyway, these blown leads. And that's usually how it goes. And then every now and then there's one like what you seen this past Saturday where he just flat out just gets his ass whipped. And they've got problems going on up there. And as wormy as he is, I wouldn't be shocked if it looks really, 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 really similar to me of what was happening at Oklahoma in 2021 when he had one foot out the fucking door. When he was packing his bags and telling us, I will not be the next head football coach at LSU. And it's like, well, he didn't say nothing about USC. He just said LSU, but he made us believe he wasn't going nowhere. He made us believe that was all just a bunch of rumors. And then literally dude's got his shit packed, ready to go, as he's telling us that. I thought it was kind of intriguing. I thought it was pretty interesting for sure that he'd done an interview, apparently, where he's talking about, the stress of college football. And to keep in mind, he said college football. Keyword, college football. And he's talking about how, maybe early retirement from college football because of health issues and just the stress of it. I wouldn't be shocked if dude's already. I mean, if there is a team that is dumb enough to like, I don't know how long of a contract he has with USC. I don't know. I've never seen any like real details of it. I really don't give a shit. All I know is they paid Nick Saban money for a fraud. Like, this dude is not Pete Carroll. Sorry. I know y'all thought he was. He's not Pete Carroll. He fooled us too, guys. So, we thought he was the next Bob Stoops. We were hoping he was the next, greatest thing at Oklahoma. And is his offense fun to watch? Sometimes it is. Most of the time it is. His quarterbacks are always great, man. I'll never say he's not a good quarterback coach. I'll never say he's not a good play caller. He is. But as far as being a head coach, being able to have a tough football team, being able to get guys prepared, like, he's got talent at USC. He had talent at Oklahoma. There is no reason for any of this. I mean, if you lose a close game to Oregon or something, that happens. Playing a close game against Arizona and Arizona State, no disrespect to those teams, but they are significantly more talented than Arizona or Arizona State, dude. There's just no reason for it, man. Having a close game against Tulane when he was at Oklahoma in 2021, there was no reason for it. You're at home. You have this big lead. Somehow the Lincoln Riley teams don't know how to deliver that fucking knockout punch. That's what I would always say. Like, dude, we just can't deliver a knockout punch. We have to go all 12 rounds. Has to be a split decision or whatever, and it is what it is. USC fans, I hate to say we told you so, but we told you so. And I mean, it's everything that we've been saying is coming to fruition. We told you about the strength conditioning coach. We told you about Alex Grinch. We told you about how he's stubborn. Dude is so fucking stubborn, man. And it's like other teams get his offense figured out, and they change up their game plan, and he's just trying to force his, and it's just not working. And I don't know. That I wouldn't be shocked if Cam Rising don't play. Who knows? They're at home. They may come out and beat Utah, but let's be honest, dude. They're not going to be able to beat Utah and beat Oregon and beat Washington and win a Pac-12 championship game. They're going to drop a few more L's, man. And I know my Oklahoma team ain't perfect yet either. We're still picking up the pieces from what that fucker left behind also. And might add, I think Brent Venables is doing one hell of a job, and Jeff Lebby picking up the pieces. He dipped out and left us, like a fucking beat-up rent house with the damn crayon on the walls and the fucking punch holes in the walls and windows busted. He just took a real nice place and left it shitty. Knowing we had several players that were graduating, knowing that we had two five-star quarterbacks, one of them's for sure transferring, one of them he ends up, of course he gave his dad a call. Hey, Caleb, we got some shit y'all need to come down here and talk to us about. Dipped out, left us with no scholarship quarterback, left the entire defensive line, which, believe it or not, Alex Grinch and Lincoln Riley actually had some defensive players that did get drafted and did play on NFL teams from that 2021 season. Isaiah Thomas. You had the Perion Winfrey. We had the linebacker that was really good. We had the safety that went to, I think it was Stanford. Anyway, there were several great players that not all of them transferred with him. Some of them just left because he was, new coach was coming in. Some of them did leave and go with him. Recruits left that was going to come here, went with him. But he didn't leave us in a great place, man. And I'm telling you right now, I'll be shocked if he leaves USC in a great place. It's going to be he left us in a worse spot than it was when he took over. And he'll probably do the same to you guys. Good luck. See what happens. Boomer Sooner, guys.